mayor broke a wine bottle. A drop of wine accidentally splashed into the mouth of Marge, who was pregnant at the time. At that moment, Bart was still just an embryo. That drop of wine caused Bart's brain to develop prematurely, turning him into a troublemaker. In fact, Bart often doesn't even know why he pulls those pranks. He feels that no one in his family truly understands him. He wishes he had a different kind of family. Just then, a little boy who looked exactly like Bart empathized with him.
You look like a dorky version of me! And you look like a dim-witted version of me!
And you two are 10-year-old versions of me.
Adult Bart pulled out a photo of himself and his wife.
You want to see pictures of our kids?
Yeah.
The boy introduced himself as Simon Worsterfield. Bart realized he was the son of a super-rich family and that his family owned luxury hotels and many large venues. But Simon said that money couldn't solve all his problems. Bart was very envious of him, so he proposed to exchange identities with Bart to experience a different life.
I don't know. I'm pretty attached to my family. And
Get out here, boy! I want to punish you before I get drunk and merciful.
deal.
They swapped clothes and shared information about their family members. Bart got into the luxury car and was very pleased. When he rolled down the window, he saw Simon being choked by Homer.
Driver, laugh at those people for me.
My pleasure, sir. Ha 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 ha.
Soon, Bart arrived at his new home. He never imagined he'd one day live in such a lavish mansion. As soon as he walked in, a group of servants greeted him. His bedroom was filled with all kinds of large toy models. Even his bed was a real race car. Bart drove the race car around his bedroom.
Wow, cool poster of Joe Montana.
It's not a poster. I'm the real deal.
Back in the poster, Gabby.
Yes, sir.
Bart called Milhouse to invite him over to his new home. Meanwhile, Simon couldn't get used to the Simpson family's food. When Homer saw that Simon had no appetite, he immediately ate Simon's food. However, as Homer spoke, he sprayed food crumbs everywhere. Simon had had enough and scolded Homer, telling him to stop. Homer was furious that Simon had been rude to him. He ordered Simon to go back to his room and reflect on his behavior. Lisa grew suspicious, sensing that he wasn't acting like his usual self.
This is the greatest great haul I've ever eaten in, Bart. I mean, Simon.
Yeah.
Just then, Simon's half-brother and half-sister walked in. As soon as they entered, they started bullying Bart. The brother shoved a scalding spoon right into Bart's mouth. They hated Simon for taking over a part of the inheritance. Simon was utterly speechless at Homer's foolish behavior. He called Bart to complain, but Bart, busy having fun, quickly hung up on him. Just then, Marge walked in. She made Simon a pizza. Then she tucked him in and fluffed his pillow. Finally, she gave him a goodnight kiss and left the room. This was the first time Simon had ever felt his family's love.
I could get used to this.
That day, Bart attended a lavish party. His older siblings said they were going to take him to see the family mausoleum. After luring Bart inside, they locked the door. Luckily, Burns happened to be passing by and heard Bart's cries for help. They opened the door and rescued Bart. Burns was very polite to Simon, even though Bart knocked him over. Burns wasn't angry at all. To cheer Bart up a bit, Burns had Smithers pour a drink down his pants. He took Bart to a quiet spot and told him about his past. It turned out Burns had once had many brothers and sisters, but they had all died in various accidents. In the end, he was the only child left in the family. Bart realized that Burns had inherited the entire estate by himself. Burns took the opportunity to warn Bart to be careful of the people around him.
You don't know when they'll strike. A boating accident, a mishap during a ski trip. But rest assured, one way or another, they will do you in.
Oh my god. Simon set me up.
Bart hurried back to his bedroom to pack his bags. He wanted to escape this dangerous place as soon as possible. Just then, his older siblings came over and invited him to go skiing with them.
Ski trip?
You won't know how they'll strike. A boating accident, a ski trip.
Meanwhile, Lisa noticed Simon listening intently to Abe's story. She realized there was no way Bart could have done such a thing, so she pulled him aside and asked him who he really was. Simon was still playing dumb when Lisa slapped him.
Oh, the real Bart would have thrown me out the window.
Finally, Simon decided to tell the truth.
So now Bart is on his way to Aspen, where they're going to try to kill him.
Thank you, future Bart, for traveling back through time to warn us.
The Simpsons immediately headed for the snowy mountains. Bart was pushed straight down the mountain by his sister.
Soon he'll be dead.
And we'll split the inheritance.
Yes, split. Potato?
Lisa watched as Bart slid down the slope. Homer immediately jumped down to save Bart. He fell onto the slope and rolled down, forming a snowball. The snowball grew bigger and bigger. After Homer caught up with Bart, they were both rolled into the snowball. Luckily, they rolled into a bathtub and survived safely. Homer felt sorry for Simon's situation until he saw how Simon lived.
Your favorite, sir. Hot fudge sundae with gold leaf and diamond flakes.